Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of On the Spot Sports. And before we get to our guest today, we have a big shout out for Living Sisu. Living Sisu is a platform and app that wants to give you all the tools to have success in your sport. Their main objective is to activate your lifestyle. So it's for active people. Enjoy discounts at companies like BioSteel, 30% off, Body Logics, the Goalie Guild, all his books are discounted. Roan, Lululemon for men, 20% off. Online stretching programs with Eccentrics, 1 full month free. They got super silent massage guns, 20% off those. And it's a great quality. It's way less expensive than a Theragun, and it's great quality. So there's so many more discounts that you guys will need to just become a member to see. So they want to provide you with anything you need for success. So come join the community. I'm a part of it. A bunch of other athletes are a part of it. So it's free to join. It takes 20 seconds to get exclusive offers to your sport, and it's definitely worth it. So do us a huge favor and go sign up for Living Sisu's membership. It's free, takes 20 seconds. So go do it, and we'll see you there. Living Sisu is a great company. We know one of the co-founders, Zach Fricali. He's a great guy. He's the co-founder. He does a lot of live streams on Instagram at Living Sisu, with a bunch of elite athletes, and you learn a lot from like the athletes' determination, their resiliency, everything to what made them become successful. So it's been a great experience so far. So go on. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So go sign up. On the Spot Sports, I'm Jack alongside my co-host Tyler, and we got a very special guest. We got my good friend Joe Zito, Jay-Z Productions, aka the Bois Podcast. Joe, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Jack. Thanks for asking. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just got out of the pool, just went for a run. So I had 2 skates earlier today, so it was a bit nice to cool down a little bit and just chill. So that's how my day was. How was your day, Tyler?
Pretty good. Back on the job for the first time in a while. I've been out of the job for a little bit, but first day back was today, and followed that up just got finished playing tennis. So now I'm just chilling at home. Obviously, can't play in the dark, right? So now I'm just chilling and now doing this. So it's been an interesting day, but I'll take it.
Athletes, not a big deal.
No hard.
Tyler, how's work?
Oh, good. I can hear you first. It was good. It's so different now with all the COVID stuff, because obviously a lot of companies are going through a bunch of different changes with the coronavirus, and we're no exception. So it's a lot of just wearing your mask, a bunch of like cleaning stuff. So it's different, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, as long as you enjoy it, it's all good then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so let's get the show on the road.
Okay.
So we're gonna ask you a few questions. So first, what made you start the Bois Podcast?
Well, that's a very good question. I think the main reason I wanted to start making these podcasts was to have fun and keep busy during these times of quarantine. And what better way to keep busy and have fun and while also staying safe during these times is by making and putting out podcasts. So
how's quarantine for you?
It's been pretty good. Busy with podcasting and Twitch streaming, and that's all.
Yeah. So who's been your favorite guest so far on the podcast?
To be honest with you guys, I would say my favorite guests would have to be basically all of them, because I can't point out to one specifically, because they're all great in their own way, and each one really had I really enjoyed, and they all had its own experiences, hearing their experiences pretty cool and awesome, their stories and all of that.
Yeah, I got one for you, Joe. What made you and whoever your other partners for the podcast, what made you guys decide on the name The Bois Podcast?
Just figured it. We made The Bois. I don't know. This was just a goofy name we came up with. I think that was pretty catchy. DBP.
There you go.
Pretty sick. You're just with the boys and making some podcasts, getting some interviews. No big deal. Just vibing.
Got that right.
Yeah. So what's the point behind the Bois Podcast?
Well, I just fear like it keeps people busy and it keeps them safe inside instead of like going outside because COVID and all that. So yeah, keep them busy and stay safe.
Yeah. So like, where do you see your podcast going in the future? Like in the next like couple months, years, and so forth.
I basically see like my goal is for my podcast to get people to get like a laugh out of each episode, make them feel like good inside their head and like watch like someone they grew up with or someone like they idolized. Like I guess they get like those people.
Yeah, that's like our podcast right now. We just want to get some good laughs out, get some good advice from some high quality people, and just have fun with it. And you can get a lot of valuable information out of it. So podcasts are fun, and they're cool to listen to as well.
They are.
Yes.
You guys are good at podcasts, by the way. You guys are really good.
Thank you. We appreciate it. You too.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So, who's your so like, what's your like your biggest goal for the podcast? Like, who's like your biggest guest you want to get on?
Probably, to be honest, maybe the one person I want to get is maybe like another like actor like Topher Grace who inspired me to do podcasts. Maybe get him. It'd be a cool guy to get on.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Like, who inspired you to create these podcasts, and how have they inspired you?
Well, let's see. Like, who inspired me to make the podcast was actually the great and awesome Topher Grace. I love his Minor Adventures, the Topher Grace podcast. But if you're talking about people like in general who inspired me, I would say my parents because they're the reason like I have like the things I have. I would be completely and utterly lost without them. So I thank them so much. Thank you, Mom and Dad. You guys rock.
Yeah, that's awesome. Family's a huge part in our lives and everyday life. So it's good to get them their support, and good that they're your inspiration as well. I know my parents are my inspiration. I know same for you, Tyler. So it's always good to have a family behind you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what's your favorite band, artist, and album?
Well, let's see. I have to probably say my favorite band is the great and amazing Queen.
Oh dang, he's got props.
Yeah. The best band of all time, in my opinion. I like their song One Vision, and my favorite album by them is like The Miracle. Like I love the album. It's like so well written and like got like a whole bunch of great songs and hits in my opinion. So
yeah, One Vision is definitely one of my favorite songs from Queen. I heard it from the Chicago Wolves playoff video last year, so it really got me pumped up, and I really love that song.
Nice, that's cool. Tyler,
I got one for you. What made you become like a big Queen fan?
well, like I was like raised on like older music, like 80s, 70s, 90s, but mainly 70s and 80s from my parents. Because after they like raised me on, I was like, oh, this sounds pretty good. Like listen more to it, and then I like listened more and more to Queen. I watched their music videos, I watched their live performances. I'm like, damn, this band is pretty good. So yeah.
And they are pretty good indeed.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
don't mind if I can interject there. Joe, I could completely relate to you because like what I grew up around is like my dad and his brothers and my whole dad's side of the family. My grandpa too. He was in a band growing up in the '60s. That's all they listened to, and that's pretty much what I grew up listening to too. So I can completely relate to what you just said, and I think it's really cool that a lot of people nowadays don't have the appreciation for the older music, and
right.
that kind of like it kind of disappoints me. So I'm really kind of cool. Like it's really cool to see someone like you appreciate that more than like a lot of people nowadays. They don't really give that era much appreciation. So I thought that was really cool.
I like that, Tyler. You're awesome, man. I like that.
Yeah. So what's your top 5 favorite songs? Like it could be like any genre, any band. Yeah.
Probably all Queen songs, to be honest. I like One Vision, The Miracle, We Are the Champions. Come on, it's like a classic right there. I like Breakthrough, another song on their album, and then Who Wants to Live Forever. Good songs over there.
Yeah, those are definitely really good songs, and I've listened to pretty much all of them. I think I haven't listened to the last one you said, but I've listened to all the other ones, and they're A1.
Yes, sir. Tyler.
I gotta say, I'm really surprised you didn't mention Killer Queen on that list. That's a really good song. But as you being a big Queen fan, I have to ask this question: have you seen the Bohemian Rhapsody movie that came out a couple years ago?
The kind of like documentary, but mainly film. Yeah, with Rami Malek. I liked it. I saw it. Good film. Good portrayals of people.
Yeah, would you say that's one of your favorite movies or not?
It's in my top 10, not like my top 5, but it's in my top 10.
Sure. Yeah, so going into movies, what's your favorite movie and a TV show?
Well, that's tough. Can I give you guys my top 5? If you don't mind?
Go for it.
Okay, well, top 5. Let's see. Okay, my top 5 favorite films would have to be like Take Me Home Tonight. For TV shows, I'd probably say
It's true. So, who's your favorite player on the Canucks, Joe?
Bo Horvat.
Talked about hockey. So, like, who's your favorite sports team overall?
Or overall, like an all.
Done with?
probably have to plug in like my Twitch, the Joe and then Z2662 all together. And my YouTube channel where I post the podcast is like JZ Productions 26. And then it's called the Bois Podcast, but JZ Productions 26. So I'll give you guys like all the links to like the videos I mentioned, the podcast, the Twitch. I'll give you guys all that. I got you guys.
Yeah, sounds good. So we'll leave all that in the description below. So this is On the Spot Sports. You can follow us on Instagram at On the Spot Sports with underscores between each word. So on_the_spot_sports, On the Spot Sports with underscores between each word. Listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts at On the Spot Sports. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Joe, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a lot of fun, and we really appreciate your time.
And also thank you guys so much for the amazing opportunity. You guys are doing an amazing job. Just saying. Thanks you guys again. Have a great day, everybody, and stay awesome. Stay awesome, guys.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yes, sir.